My name is Basil Demeroutis. I'm managing partner of FORE Partnership. So we set up FORE Partnership about 8 years ago, where I was a partner at a single-family office, one of the two founders of eBay. And the idea was that there wasn't really much out there for us to invest in terms of commercial real estate and to directly invest in commercial real estate. We didn't really want to invest in funds. We liked the direct approach. And there was really nothing out there that fit with what our vision was for our capital, which was to align with the values of our principal and stakeholder in the firm. So our vision is all about sustainability, and it's all around ESG. So when we talk about ESG, we of course talk about the E, and that's what we all think about when we think about ESG. We think about environmental sustainability. How are we going to minimize energy and water and waste? But I think there's a lot to it, more to it than that. So of course we do all of those things, and where we're standing today is going to be a BREEAM outstanding building. It's going to have no fossil fuels coming into it. It's going to be net zero carbon in operation. But when I say that there's more to it, we often forget about the S in ESG, and that's around the social impact and the social values that we can create and help foster with a building like this. So for example, in this building, we're going to have a 3,500 square foot, we're calling it an urban village hall on the ground floor. And we're going to open that up to local social enterprises, charities, community groups to come in and use that space for whatever purpose that suits them. And most importantly, to then bring people who are occupying the building, the tenants and their staff, into that space to create a community that not only sits within the building, but in the widest sense in the surrounding area as well. So part of our job is to find creative, interesting things to do on the environmental and health and well-being side in our buildings. There's a company that's actually been out there for about 10, 15 years called Airlight Paints. And what we've found in our partnership with Airlight is that their paints actually take dangerous chemicals like nitrous oxide and other pollutants out of the air and stabilize them to help create the greenest, cleanest air in all of London. Our goal is to paint all of our walls and ceilings and every one of our buildings with Airlight paint, and we're starting with it right here, and indeed in our own offices. So the building itself is going to be 110,000 square feet net lettable area. It's going to be a mixed-use building. So on the ground floor, we've got some amazing dynamic space, which we're going to let to perhaps a food operator or some retail tenant. And then above, ample space for office tenants on floor plates that are around 13 to 15,000 square foot each. You can take the whole floor plate, or we've made it flexible enough that you could subdivide the floor plates. Well, in terms of the roof terraces, won't surprise you to know that we're going to try to make that be a beacon of sustainability too. And so on the roof is going to be the most amazing garden terrace that feels wild and feels maybe a bit out of place for where it sits within the city, but provides this amazing canvas on which you can sit up there and stare and look at the city beyond.